Fluoride. Dentists say that drinking it can protect your teeth against cavities. Cities and towns all across the world actually dump it into the water supply, hoping to indiscriminately medicate the population through their tap water faucets. The official story on fluoride sounds wonderful. Drink the stuff and you won't get cavities, we're told. It's a nice story. But there's another side to this story, the side you're never told. And it starts with the astonishing but verifiable fact that nearly all the fluoride dripped into municipal water supplies isn't naturally occurring fluoride at all. In fact, it's actually a combination of hexafluorosilicic acid and sodium silicofluoride. These two chemicals are considered highly toxic by the EPA. They're actually classified as hazardous waste, and when packaged for transportation, they must be labeled as poison and handled by workers wearing industrial safety gear.
Talking about that blue shit, that cancer-missing juice in the shit we're giving kids up in their eyes, knowledge and juices. What a surprise, it's in your water supply. Close your third eye with fluoride, calcified. I feel it when I write, I'm daily losing my insight, and my insides blighted with the poison of 1,000 titans. I try to meditate to find my chakras interlining. As I take another sip, I'm feeling my pineal declining. This ain't a joke about the people at the top conspiring. I'm backed by clientele's a scientists with peer reviews, respected me with families and whole careers to lose. I'm facing facts about the holy water spreading pews, the stuff that represents fertility if you're Hindu. The very sin that gets provided by the clouded blue, then gathered up and sold to you for healthy profit. But it's the rocket if the help now, isn't that ironic? See, the irony's inside of me, the piper plays a wily beat.
Every time I take a sip of water, I just taste it.
Then your water supply, then your water supply, then your water supply. Water surprises in your water supply, then your water supply, then your water supply, then your water supply.
Every time I take a sip of water, I just taste it.
Well, in closing, I would like to say that smart water is the purest tasting water there is. What are we going to call this video?
Jen Aniston's sex tape?
I love it.
Talking about that blue shit, that cancer-missing juice in the shit we're giving kids up in their eyes, knowledge and juices. Fluoridation, producing decay, but introducing Mr. Mutagenesis to the play. The trace of pharmaceuticals is juicing your brain and taking your kids to level and make them the same. You may be thinking crazy, saliva's a deviant, but it don't change in rat poison, it's a sole ingredient. Besides the fluoride, make a fish make a wish if you're eating them. The change in sexuality is saturated in estrogen. Aggression never leave people, it's high, so they're decreasing them. Ingredients you find in prescriptions if you are needing them. It's in your taps, your teacups and your baths, the showers that you have are laced with demon helium. People gonna drink and in the future scratch their heads cause their baby's got leukemia or other birth defects.
See, the irony's inside of me, the piper plays a wily beat. Every time I take a sip of water, I just taste it.
Then your water supply, then your water supply, then your water supply. Water surprises in your water supply, then your water supply, then your water supply, then your water supply.
Every time I take a sip of water, I just taste it.
developing a society because of all of these different toxins known to affect brain function. We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ. In other words, a dumbing down, a chemical dumbing down of society. So everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel. We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly. And very few people of very high IQ who have good cognitive function who can figure this all out. And that's what they want. So, you know, you can kind of piece it together as to why they are so insistent in spending so many hundreds of millions of dollars of propaganda money to dumb down society.
When it comes to toothpaste, it also says don't swallow. And if you do swallow, contact a poison control center. Well, the amount of fluoride that they're talking about is a pea-sized amount of fluoride. You probably don't see that in advertisements, a pea-sized amount of fluoride. Usually when I see an advertisement, it looks more like a Dairy Queen ice cream cone. That amount is 1/4 milligram of fluoride. Well, that's the same amount of fluoride as what we find in 8 ounces of water. 1/4 milligram of fluoride, 1/4 milligram of fluoride. Don't swallow. If you do, call the Poison Control Center.